So for the past 25 days, there's been a protest camp set up behind me right out here. This place is called Thacker Pass. We're in northern Nevada, traditional territory of the northern Paiute and the western Shoshone. And this area right back here is the proposed site of an open pit lithium mine, a massive strip mine that would turn everything that you can see back here into a heavily industrialized zone. This site right now is an incredibly beautiful, biodiverse sagebrush habitat. There are sagebrush plants over 100 years old out here. This is old growth sage. There's sage grouse. This is part of the most important sage grouse population left in the entire state. Something like 5 to 8% of the entire global population of sage grouse live right in this area right here. This is a migratory corridor for pronghorn. One of the members of the occupation just yesterday saw about 55 pronghorn over on the far side of the pass here in an area that would be destroyed for this open pit mine. There are golden eagles here, multiple nesting pairs in this area. We've seen them circling overhead. We've seen their mating flights, getting ready to lay their eggs in the spring. There are pygmy rabbits here. There are burrowing owls here. There are gopher snakes and rattlesnakes. There's rabbit brush. There's jackrabbits. There's peregrine falcons, or actually the desert variant of the peregrine falcon, what's known as the prairie falcon. There are mule deer. We see them feeding up on these hills right here, coming down. There are ringtails living in these cliffs behind me. There are red foxes. There are kangaroo mice. There are an incredible variety of creatures who live here, many of whom I don't know their names. And all this is under threat to create an open pit mine for lithium, to mine lithium for electric car batteries and for grid energy storage to power this green energy transition. I'm not a fan of fossil fuels. I'm not a promoter of fossil fuels. I've taken direct action for many years against fossil fuels. I fought the tar sands in Canada. I fought tar sands pipelines here in the US. I fought natural gas pipelines, methane pipelines. I've stood on top of heavy equipment to block tar sands fossil fuel mining in Utah. I've stood in front of coal trains to stop them from moving forward, to try and blockade the industry. I've fought the fossil fuel industry for many, many years, and I will continue to do so. And what we need to recognize is that this so-called green energy transition that is being promoted is not a real solution. And that's why we're out here on the land, because this is the place that is at stake right now. This is the place that is up to be sacrificed for the sake of this so-called green energy.